Hey, fire signs. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Ever just had one of those, several of those just really good days where things are just really working out? Everything just falls into place. I'm being sarcastic. Mercury moving direct in Sagittarius, for me, have been chaotic, apparently. I am ruled by Mercury, but still, it's like, what? The hellfire. What the Hellheim? Working with the Mythic Tarot, I will be doing 3 readings. Happy New Year, my dear lovely fire signs. I'll be doing one for each of you for the month of January. Super excited to be here with you. If you want to timestamp this, I will not object. Thank you in advance. Super helpful. I will say before we begin, if you want to study tarot with me, like wholesomely and in your own pace, I made an online tarot masterclass where I teach you tarot, how to be a tarotchi, but also, of course, the shamanic journey that it involves, the spiritual aspects that it incorporates. It's very wholesome. It's very comprehensive. People have responded with life-changing, even effects. So check it out. It's below in the description box. The link, I mean, and it's on Vimeo. What else? I'm also on other platforms, Instagram and X. The Existential Shift. That's it. I love you guys. Okay, let's start with Sagittarius. Because there's so much energy in your sign right now. Mars, Venus, Mercury. It's a lot of electricity jumping around. Male, female, and non-binary in your sign, which is immutable. Male will be Mars, female will be Venus, and non-binary will be Mercury. It's funny. Just a joke. Not really a joke. There's truth in it, but because Mercury, it's like, it's mercurial. It's a shapeshifter. It is actually binary because by default, so never mind. Bad joke, unfitting. So actually, Mercury can be either masculine or feminine or all kinds of things, right? Shapeshift, but in order for Mercury to be able to do that, it has to go through the polarity, right? It has to know what femininity is in order to be feminine. It has to know what masculinity is in order to be masculine, and so on and so forth. So it's not none, right? It is all of it. It is it and it. It's this and that. And kind of transform between. I don't know why I went into this rant. Maybe it means something for some of you Saggy seekers. Maybe it's something you needed to hear for whatever reason. But either way, having all this, both polar energies of like masculine and feminine in the case of Mars and Venus, and also Mercury that can kind of roam in between them. And you're mutable. I bet it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like upgrading you to shapeshifter Sag, right? You're like an existential shifter Sag. You're like in the movies when they discover their powers and it's like start like taking over them and they don't know what to do with it. They still don't know how to make necessarily like work with it. But I'm not picking up in this case that you don't know how to work with it. I think you do. I think it's just something that is now being upgraded. Let's see. Sagittarius for January. Happy birthday that you had. Hope you had fun. King of Cups. You can see it. And Six of Swords. And Sag. King of Cups, Six of Swords. Queen of Wands. Very, so fire and water, right? Water can turn off fire. Fire, steam out water. There's this, you know, separation between these two elements. Keeping things safe. Like the air element here with the Six of Swords, separating this water personality and fire personality, or very different personalities that don't necessarily manage to mix well. Right? It's not a matter of good or bad, it's just a matter of different, like oil and water kind of thing. I feel like maybe you're in a situation where you have some distance between you and someone. Maybe it's a partner, someone close to you that you're taking a break, temporary separation or a separation, but I don't see a complete detachment, not yet, anyway, with these three cards. But there is safe space, safe distance, taking some needed, you know, space. There are things that you still need to see eye to eye on, that you still do, but then there are things that just don't mesh. And I'm picking up that there is or has been a lot of drama. I think, okay, if to take it to a real simple example, this could be one of you renting a place temporarily or even checking into a hotel. If you're living together, that is, if you're a couple that lives together or married or whatever the case may be, or maybe one of you is traveling, because you just don't want to be in the same space together. Okay, bottom of the deck, Four of Swords glimpse at me. Yeah, there's some time out. King of Pentacles. I'm just gonna say it. I think there might be someone else involved. Someone wants to take some time off to explore, to see if they want to be with someone else or specifically with a specific person. Um, yeah, yeah, someone is leaving, and currently it's on temporary status, right? Let's see further. Tell us more, please, for Sag. Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is like that. It's like a ship waiting to crash, and you know it. It's like you know the shit's about to go down, and either both of you or one of you is kind of thinking, well, maybe it will be sorted out, maybe it will be okay. I do see one of you kind of emotionally holding on. But the waters are getting just more and more stormy, right? See the water here at Six of Swords, and then the water here at the Nine of Wands. It just gets, it doesn't improve. It gets worse. So I think considering that, if this is your reading, and if not, watch your other placements, love. If this is your reading, stay tuned to see how we can make things better, because for you, I mean, because you might be the one who wants to leave, but there are some emotional ties from the other person that are holding you back. But it's like, I feel like it's at a breaking point where you're like, you just don't have tolerance anymore. It's something that has been ongoing for a while, that you had tolerance for, that you had empathy for. Maybe you stayed around in a relationship because you thought it's the kind thing for that person. Um, but people deserve to be loved as much as they love the other, right? So I don't know if that's kind to stay with someone out of pity or out of codependency. It's just sometimes something that we tell ourselves, you know. Maybe we want to be the hero. Maybe there are other reasons that make it, you know, that we need to stay for, but we tell ourselves that it's because we care about the other person. But if you truly care about someone, you want them to be free and spread their wings and be loved, you know, and that's just the point and truth of the matter. Either way, hold on. I feel like January is the month where you succeed in stepping out of this situation. Um, Pluto is moving into Aquarius on the 20th of January. And on the 27th of January, Uranus is moving direct in Taurus. Let's see. Uranus moving direct in your 6th house. Yeah, there's going to be an abrupt, surprising change or immediate, fast change in your daily life, your daily routine, probably. And with Pluto, and Aquarius, that's your 3rd house. I feel like Pluto moving into your 3rd house brings powerful, no going back realizations, right? You're like, you understand what the right thing to do is for you. You understand, you know, you just know with clarity, and it leads to inevitable action. It's like, how did I not see this? Or how did I ignore this? Or how did I stay stuck? Or how come I didn't act upon? Whatever the case may be, it's going to bring very strong, powerful clarity for you. So that's a good thing. If things were confusing to you, if you weren't sure what the right thing to do is. Now, it affects you already. You don't need to wait until the 20th for the Eureka. Don't sit around like for 2 3 weeks and be like, I'm waiting for the Eureka. Like, you already know the truth in you, you know. Pluto is going to make for those of you who have been stalling, Pluto is just going to make it like a lot harder for you to ignore. And Pluto can be quite intense, so I wouldn't necessarily wait on it, right? Saggy. Let's see further for Saggy about this or anything that the cards want to show. The Emperor. You're stepping into your power, where you're no longer fragmented and divided and, you know, debating, procrastinating. You're like, okay, this thing needs to be stirred in a specific direction. I'm going to stir it. And you're really gaining power and influence. In general in your life, I think, this month. But that will affect the situation in a way more decisive manner. Ace of Swords, yep. You're just going to be sharp. And you're going to cut something out of your life, probably this relationship, if it's playing out as a relationship, or a person. If it's not romantic, then it's a person, but this kind of screams romantic. But again, these are general readings, so it could be anything, but you're making a clear cut and then a clear beginning. You're really owning yourself and your power and what it is that you want based on who you are. And you're very sharp about it. Six of Pentacles. Don't let money be in the way of your freedom. Like, I'm hearing a pound of flesh, from the Merchant of Venice. Just when you give a pound of flesh from you, when you sacrifice a part of you for the sake of something, it's never just that pound of flesh. You will inevitably bleed out, because when you cut out flesh, it's, forgive me for the for being gruesome, it's a proper analogy. When you cut a part out, your veins are also cut and then bleed out. So you also lose blood. So it's never just that pound of flesh, even though mathematically or surface level, this is the agreement. But it seems like you might be asked to make a deal of like, okay, just give me that and I'll go, or let's just do just just have one last night together, like, something like that. I can't. It could be anything. Um, but it will take a way bigger toll on you than you might think. You will consider it and be like, well, maybe I can just do that. And it's like, just set bottom of the deck card. Yeah, set a clear boundary from which there's no way back and move on. Because something here, they're gonna use it as way of like, they're gonna make it sound like it's something that they need in order to let go, but they're actually going to use it to keep you around, right? Um, and even if you don't see it, and even if you don't think it's possible, trust me on that one. Yeah, just you've decided, just yeah. That pound of flesh is going to be a lot more pricey and painful than you can imagine. The Star, right after the Death card. This is very powerful, very gorgeous, and it's literally Pluto moving into Aquarius. I love it when the cards go out super literal. It's like gorgeous. Um, you're going into, like, February is going to feel like a whole other world. January, just the next 2-3 weeks, is when you clear out the this thing that is your past, your future past, apparently, and you're going to have something new starting that is beautiful and purified and loving and fun and exciting, and it's like going to remind you what it's like to be a teenager again. Um, and it's in alignment with your heart and with your spirit, and it's full of hope and it's full of excitement. Like the Star card is it's fantastic, but it requires being very, very devoted and going all the way. away from the past and into the future. Now, suddenly I'm picking up on a very sexual energy. So maybe you're going in, maybe you're, I don't know, meeting someone new and starting a new relationship with them, and it's like a whole other level of attraction, chemistry on several levels. Um, this is beautiful actually, and it's I feel it like once you get to that Eureka moment, it's like a very fast-paced movement, very fast-paced movement. And things like I see you by the end of this month already in a different chapter. As soon as like from when the sun moves into Aquarius and Pluto moves into Aquarius. Um, yeah. Okay. Good luck, guys. This is exciting and lovely. And if you feel like you want to share with us how it's playing out, please feel free to comment. I read all your comments and I'm always curious. Okay. Right. Thank you, Saji. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Leo. Okay. Answer a text. Right. Leo. Beautiful Leos, Leo seekers. Thank you for tuning in. If you missed out on the intro, be sure to check out Tarot Masterclass Bunkai, where I teach tarot, 90 pre-recorded classes. It's on Vimeo, link is below. And if you enjoy this reading and you want more, be sure to subscribe. It wasn't focused, so I'm going to continue shuffling for you. Leo. And Leo seekers, please. There we go. Justice. So January starts with justice. Why not? And Ace of Wands. Okay, you are cutting something out of your life. You are not looking back. It is way behind you. Maybe it has been a long time coming. Maybe it's been a long process, but you're starting this month with a new beginning that is very exciting, that you're very enthusiastic about, and you feel relieved, like something like a big heavy burden was lifted. This could be heavy karma, or this could be just a situation you were in that was ongoing and uncomfortable, and you just you're clear of it. Okay, it's resolved, and you get to have a new start. You're free. Maybe you recently got a divorce and you're like, yes. Maybe you recently got separated with something toxic and now you're free. Maybe you won a court case and now you can finally move on. And it's like something really, really positive. More for Leo, please. Ace of Swords. Saggy had this too. Wow, two aces. Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords. This is a very powerful new beginning. Very meaningful. Like 2024 is starting. It's like I see 11-11 here because the Justice card is 11 and then two aces, 1-1. Whoa. It's starting with incredible alignment for you, Leo. And it's fast. It's fast paced. As soon as you, I feel like some of you just elevated some karma. Maybe you had like a really rough year or time. Welcome to the club. And it's like maybe it was very karmic for you, right? Maybe you cleared out some. Maybe it was like an accelerated karmic release where you just went from karma to karma to karma to karma, and you dealt with it the best possible way, and you did really well, and you just kept going. You know, the only way out is in. Like I like to say, you just did it. And now there's this elevation. You're free of something very burdening and very heavy that was um, plaguing you. That's tough. That's rough. That's a lot. Okay, but here you are, starting 2024 with a really exciting new energy, a new start, and life force and vitality and focus. You're focused. You know what you want. You know what you want to do. Um, Maybe you have a new job, maybe you have a new relationship, Six of Pentacles. Maybe there's an opportunity where you're receiving some funding or some investment pays off, or a loan that you needed. The Magician, another one. Oh, wow. Okay. This is amazing. Leos, you're very talented. This reading is for Leos that are very, very talented, very capable, very skillful, very creative, um, inventive even. Um, and you've been, maybe someone is investing in you or believing in you, or maybe you have this really great opportunity and you get to choose your path or what it is exactly that you want to do with it. um, I think you know what's best for you. You know, do the thing that is in alignment with what you love, what you enjoy, and what will reap rewards and benefits. It's sometimes it's as simple as that. um, what is good? Can I be a Leo? I want to be a Leo this January. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are receiving an inheritance or a court win of some sort, um, or some benefactor is granting you with something. Maybe you win an auction, or a lottery. Something could be to do with a home or property. And I think this is something that, let's say, with if in the Magician you're like, oh, I don't know what to choose. I have this and that options, but then something happens that solidifies your direction and kind of makes it clear on the direction to go. This could be to do with family. This could be to do with land, um, legacy, or something that you can build for the future, on the future, for the future on. Okay, this is wow. Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. This reading is just getting better and better. And the Lovers is number 6. It came right beneath the Six of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune is 10. And to the right of the Lovers and to the left of the Lovers, we have 10 of Pentacles, 2 tens. So there's like 11, 11, 10, 10, 6, 6. Like the serendipity in the alignment here is crazy. I'm tapped into some wowza Leos. Um, the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, you will be faced with a fated choice that you'll need to make that will determine the future. You've cleared a heavy burden of karma. You're facing a new beginning, a somewhat of a clean slate with a lot of power and life force at your disposal, right? You're not just like lost. You have a lot of tools, and then it's like fate comes in and delivers a choice, and you're gonna need to be wise about it, Leo. You're gonna need to be wise about it. You're gonna need to. I'm picking up that the obvious is not necessarily. I don't know. I don't want to confuse you accidentally. It's like a major cycle has ended for you, and a major one begins. So you want to think the decision you make. Best advice I can give you: think long term. Okay, does this decision serve me in the long term? Does this serve who I want to become? Does this serve what I aspire to? Does this, etc.? Because it will be a domino effect, right? It won't be meaningless. So choose wisely and You might even have 3 things to choose between, like 3 different paths, 3 different people, 3 different jobs, 3 different places. Ooh. But I think here with the 10 of Pentacles, again, think long term. What will serve you in the long term? Incredible reading you. January starts off 2024. I'm sorry, I've said it. I'm not going to repeat myself. Page of Swords. Don't let your ego blow smoke up your ass. Stay humble. Stay focused. Remember that everything can be gone like that. Even if you worked hard for all of this, it is still a blessing from the divine. And when our ego overcomes ourselves, the negative one I mean, and when we become either lazy or vain, it can be taken very easily so that we appreciate it. Yeah, don't let yourself kind of glorify yourself. Keep up the good work. Stay humble. Not necessarily, I'm not saying fake modest, but humble, right? Express gratitude to everything that you have. It's really important. Oh, there it is. Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, and hey, Devil. And Nine of Swords is also like, I'm here too. Yeah, so this could be someone else blowing smoke up your ass with fluffy, promising words. But you know them already. You know that what they tend to do. If someone comes and tells you, "Oh, I've changed. Um, I am I'm different," and they say all the perfect right words. No, they're not. They're the same crap hole that you will find yourself losing everything, falling into. Don't do it. Don't do it. You will be facing a test this month. Be careful. I feel like right between the transition between January and February, so somewhere around the 20th of February, it's also when Pluto is moving into Aquarius. Just be, you've worked so hard, you've come to this point. Don't throw it all away to go back to someone that has already proven themselves to be either narcissistic or manipulative or coercive or just stay away from someone who's already proven to be not trustworthy and who has already brought you down. Especially if they treated you like shit before all of this crazy energy that is coming in for you, and now suddenly they see you, right? So, short and sweet, Leo. Good luck. All right, who's next? Aries. Hi, Aries. How you doing? Okay. If you skipped it in the beginning, in the intro, I have Tarot Masterclass website. It's fantastic and wholesome and comprehensive. There are 90 pre-recorded classes on Vimeo. Link is below. I get you from zero to mastery when it comes to being a Tarotschi. It's at your own pace because it's recorded videos, classes, and it incorporates a shamanic journey and a spiritual expansion and meaningful, positive transformation. Just check it out. All right, Aries, 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 Aries. What's up with my Aries for Happy New Year, Happy 2024. What's up for my Aries for January, please? Page of Swords. To see more. Show more. Oh, the Knight of Wands. And Three of Wands. Okay, I'm picking up on a sitting, like a meditative, something. It's like when you generate energy from being still, from being, picking up on manifestation, or it's like with your mind, you're trying to clear out fog. And I think what happens to you right in the beginning of January as you do this, you clear out fog that has been surrounding you and kind of, in a way, hiding from yourself what it is you truly desire, what is your actual will, what is your actual passion. And from that place, it's like you give yourself something that you took away from yourself. Okay, maybe you've taken from yourself a dream or a desire or an aspect of a self, um, and you filled that void with ideas or with other types of meanings, not necessarily bad, just you fill it out with something else. But it wasn't enough because it was the wrong puzzle piece to the place that needed the right puzzle piece. And it's like from this inner work, like some of you are literally meditating, and doing this. But I'm picking up like I don't know if you're advanced in it or if you managed to get to kind of somewhat of astral places or just really higher consciousness that you tap into. And I think you're getting this realization that you are kind of surprised as to how it didn't come before because you have the ability to be clear-minded like that. But maybe before it just wasn't the right time, you know? Um, but maybe now it is. It's like and look at both of these cards are like leaping in the air, right? They're like flying in the air. It's like there's just I feel like this transcendental or um astral projection or astral travel of some sort. And you're recrowning yourself. This is the part of you that has given something up in you. And now you're like, this is something that I need to re reclaim in myself. And the Three of Wands, this is a destined sense of self, like that is guided by a true will of the spirit. So this is true. This is right. True for you. True at this time. Tell me more about this, please, for Aries. Seven of Wands, and it's a struggle. It's gonna it's going to be an inner struggle because, and possibly an outer struggle as well, depending if others are reliant or dependent or have to do this, with this. But there's going to be resistance within you and possibly with your environment of like different aspects of you are kind of battling each other. But whatever this crown is that you're re-giving to yourself, this is the bottom line. And everything else, that's what it needs to align to. And it's not, I can already tell you it's not going to be comfortable. So don't expect it to be comfortable. The Magician, but you can do this. You have some very high level of consciousness, Aries. I'm picking up on Aries that has inner awareness and outer awareness and can work with those energies. You know, you're meant to guide your path. You know what your soul wants and what your soul needs. And if in this real mundane world, if there's resistance, that's natural. We live in a world of polarities. Often it causes all kinds of friction. But the path is clear for you, like when it comes to the direction. Now it's becoming clear. And it could be different than what it was, likely even. And you have the tools to clear the path from resistance and from difficulties, or to simply handle them. I'm picking up that some of you want to look at the card again. There you go. You're taking a deep breath. I don't know how this makes you realize something, but I'm happy to be helpful. Four of Cups. You will doubt yourself, your environment. Oh, I'm picking up your environment. If you share this with people, keep in mind, if you share this with people that have to do with what it is that you might have to leave behind or change, they will express resistance. They will make you doubt it. They will try to convince you that maybe you're confused, or maybe I'm picking up they're telling you, oh, it's a test. Interesting. Oh, it's a test. It's something to overcome. Temptation? It's not a temptation, it's your soul. It's not something that is like what we're picking up on here. This is not like temptation, test, affliction, um, sin, whatever the terminology you use. Um, it's just an inconvenient truth in relation to where you're at now. But others are not going to understand it because it's not their path. It's your path that they're projecting onto. And for them, maybe they have tests to overcome, and you probably have tests to overcome, but this is not what we're picking up on here. No, we all, right? But sometimes our soul just speaks to us, and sometimes we vilify something that we care for or that is inside of us because it's uncomfortable or it's not in alignment with something that we're taught or with a set of beliefs or whatever the case may be. The sun, this is something extraordinarily beautiful. Like, look at this, right? And very inspiring and full of warmth and full of love and full of life force. Like it's like a vitamin D. It's like it's the sun, and it's optimism and it's joy and it's celebration and it's things that are really important in life. Maybe some of you are used to sacrificing these things, fun or joy or pleasure. It's an important part of life. I'm picking up to tell you it's a crucial part of life. It's first of all, it's part of what your soul has come here to experience. Didn't come here to experience suffering, tragedy, pain. Um, Sometimes these things are inevitable, of course. This is the life we live here, but it's not about those things. It's about the sun that gives life to everything. Without the sun, without this warmth, without this light, without this joy, because the sun is a very happy card, right? Um, there, plants would not grow, and we would be completely depressed. And I don't need to explain to you the importance of the sun, right? So just don't let doubt nibble at you, whether it's doubt from the inside or doubt from the outside. It's growing stronger and stronger. I'm picking up on the sacral chakra and on the solar chakra. The sun rules technically the solar chakra, but I'm picking up on also the sacral chakra, which is the second and the third chakras. For those of you who are not familiar, um, it's connection, it's life force, it's sensuality, it's passion, it's joy, it's fun, it's connection between the spirit and the earth, right? It's you gotta have that middle ground to balance the polarities. You are free to be whoever you want to be, Aries. And it's interesting that I need to say this to Aries because normally it's something that comes very natural to you, to Aries archetype. King of Pentacles, but the sense of duty and the sense of responsibility. Okay. I'm not going to argue, this is your life. Um, I'm just reading the cards that, and keep in mind the cards are reading spirit and you. So just keep that in mind. Look, it either resonates or it doesn't. But if it triggers you because it really resonates, but it's upsetting you because it's uncomfortable, this can actually lead you to a lot of abundance with the Sun and the King of Pentacles. Whatever decision it is, whatever crown it is that you're re-granting yourself, um, it's going to give you a lot of abundance and a lot of joy. And I feel like this is the next phase of your life. This is the next chapter. This is the next episode, to live the material realm, to live prosperity, to live abundance, to live materialistic. It's not, oh, like this is matter. Your flesh is matter. Okay, materialism is not bad. Like matter is energy. Matter is spirit, just moves slower, right? E equals mc squared. E is energy equals m mass times c speed of light squared. So mass moved by in the speed of light times the speed of light, dissolves into energy. So they're self-reliant and they are the same. So there's no good and bad in that way, right? Spirituality is important, and living in this material world of elements and in the body is important. So it's not that we sacrifice the body for spirit or that we sacrifice spirit for the body. They're both, integral into one another in this dance. And this is our life. Um, yeah, bottom of the deck, the lover is you need to make a decision. The Empress in the reverse, so interesting. You have an aversion to material joy, pleasures, things of the body, sensuality, joy, fun, money, good food. I don't know, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. And I think it has to do with childhood and something with your parental experience. Um, there has been a level of oppression, either between one of your parents who did it to your other parent, um, kind of shamed them or oppressed them. Let's say, example, it doesn't have to be the case, but one example is maybe your dad really shamed your mom for wanting to be pretty or for wanting to have fun or for wanting to have pretty clothes and was very strict. Maybe he was very harsh character that like very Saturnian, like very oh, if you want to enjoy the pleasures of life, then you're a bad person or something. Like very possibly religious like or more so Puritan. It doesn't have to play out in religion, but you know, maybe it was very cheap and constantly was very mean to your mom, something like that. And it got internalized and and you're not playing it in that way, but it got so deeply internalized that it played out in a different manner and like you're shaming yourself for wanting the good things, right? Maybe you think of yourself, oh, I'm superficial or I'm materialistic or I'm sinful. I don't know, you know, and look, the Empress, she's the bearer of life. Without the Empress, there's no life, there's no nature, there's no food, there's no beauty, there's no children, there's no water, fire, earth, air, there's nothing. There's no creativity, there's no love, there's no connection. She's the great mother, she's Mother Earth. And and she's also very pretty and sensual, like she's the Empress, okay? So in the reverse, like why is she being why is all of that, all the things that she represents are being perceived as upside down? Those are questions for you to ask. Bottom of the deck, the moon. Yeah, this is confirmation that this could be a maternal thing, something to do with your mom, or feminine thing. It's like your psyche got split some at one point, and you learned to view something positive as negative, and it got translated into something else. Um, and maybe now your psyche is like, this is not really who you are. This is just based on internalized trauma, and it collapses a house of cards that has been, well, not even a house of cards because those are very heavy cards. It's been very fundamental in your life. Six of Cups. Yeah, you're experiencing nostalgia and going back to childhood. This goes back to your childhood for sure. Okay, what's next? And beautiful Aries seekers. Here you are. This is what's next. You are next. King of Wands and the Hierophant. I mean, really, your wisdom and your knowledge are also in your power and your creativity and in your joy. Now, this is incredible because here in the Three of Wands, um, Yason is going on his journey to reclaim his throne and his kingdom that was taken from him. And here he is sitting on his throne with, and now with so much wisdom that he gained in this journey, and appreciation to life and appreciation to fire and to, it's like I'm picking up like you're coming out of a cave, like, like very like hermity, like studious. Um, it's like a different type of royalty, right? And this will always be inside of you. It's like new and improved. By the way, this is the card that represents Aries. And this is a card that can represent Taurus, and it's like we had the Taurus archetype in the Empress, like in the reverse, and now we have the Taurus archetype in the upright. Maybe the way to bring this Empress back up, upright is through bringing yourself back upright, breaking the, you know, the allegory of the Plato's cave. If you're in a cave and you're chained to look at a wall, and behind you there's an entire world of people that you can't see, and they walk outside the entry, and there's also trees and stuff, but you only see their shadows. You only see the shadow of reality, and so you interpret that reality as something shadowy. But as soon as you break out of those chains and step out of the cave into the light, you see that these shadows are so beautiful and nourishing and loving and life-bearing and good. But you were, you know, kind of blinded by a smoke that you yourself put around yourself, that the smoke itself isn't a lie. I can't explain it. It's like two truths that are now no longer can coexist. It's no longer a truth for you to be apart. This is a lot. I can feel you guys are like, I feel like this is major for you guys. I'm gonna leave it for you, you know. Best of luck. This is very meaningful and very deep and very powerful. But you're beautiful, Aries. You got this. Okay, so that's it. Thank you to all my seekers. Check out Tarot Masterclass. Check out, I don't know, X and Instagram. Subscribe if you're new. My name is Morgaine. If I failed to introduce myself, stay magic, stay true.